might find yourself in a different situation, different scenario, different franchise, just a whole different thing, and it was it's tough to swallow when you're not prepared and when you're not ready to move on, or when you don't you're not willing to do that, or you haven't demanded that, right? So, anyways.
Does it feel like it's still not over though?
Yeah, it does. I think there's still talks. There's still. I think Mitch said it clearly yesterday, right? Yeah. There's still the franchise is looking to make some moves, and one has been made, and I think that just leads to another one. I think it's just something else to happen. But again, that's not my job.
Everybody says that at the end of the day, you have to be a professional because this is a business. But how do you keep that? But at the same time, you're human and you have to go through these emotions. How do you balance that?
Well, through experience and knowledge and self-awareness and just understanding, just looking at the big picture, mainly, and understanding how fortunate I am, regardless.
Is there anybody you've talked to in particular to help you, sort of on the grips with it or deal with it?
I mean, all my friends that were here, and my brother and stuff that was also here, they were very supportive, and they, they basically told me whatever's going to happen, you're going to be fine. You're a hell of a player, and you have had an amazing career so far, and you're going to continue to have it no matter where you're going to play, and that's what you can control. The rest is not up to you, and that's what I also said to myself, and that's the way I look at it. I mean, it's when it comes down to it, it's also a business of numbers, and with a lot of financial decisions to make too, and a lot of teams also look at it that way. I don't know if that's the approach, a total approach here, but you have to keep it in mind.
How does it compare to when you're in Memphis toward the end? I mean, things were sort of confusing too.
Yeah, it was confusing and unexpected at the time that it happened. But in that particular situation, I wanted out. I was ready to move on. I had been demanding or asking for a move for 2 years or so, or a year and a half, and it happened at the least expected time, and it happened greatly for me and I think for Memphis too, as we now see, more so at that particular point. So this is a little different.
Right. So you helped Marc during his free agency process too. I think that just ended, right?
Marc is very happy at this point of his career. I think it's a very sweet moment when you get that first big contract and that first big commitment, especially from the team that you play with, and he's in a great situation. I think the Grizzlies are right now at a point that they have to take advantage of the personnel that they have and the moment they're going through, and I think that's what they're doing. They're just keeping their team pretty much intact.
Shouldn't he throw you a couple bucks? Because I mean, really, if you don't do what you did, then he doesn't get over there and he can't get paid.
No, we're very close, and we're family, and I think we're both right now very well set as far as financially. So that's never been.
Doesn't mean he can't buy you a couple dinners, because
he can, and he does. He does, and I do, and we go back and forth, and we're always fighting to pay the tab. So let's see who's the quickest or who's the sneakiest.
Take me to dinner.
There you go. See? You won't fight. You won't argue.
He'd probably respond.
We have a lot of friends that don't fight us either.
He'd probably respond. You'd have to share him your ring since he helped you with that. So.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. It was part of the deal that made it possible for me to be here. So I'm also, I guess, thankful to him, and that's nothing money can buy. So I'll take that with me for the rest of my life.
Slight subject change. Coach Brown saw you hit about 7 straight threes, but actually in the Euros, right? In the Euros this summer, you shot threes pretty regularly in those games. Last year, I think I'm gonna get this out. You were in the top 2 or 3 in terms of big men outside on the perimeter shooting, just long twos.
Long twos,
right?
Yeah.
So this is something that's obviously more comfortable. But where would you say your range? And you don't want to get too far away from the basket, but how do you feel about that going into the season?
I mean, I feel good about taking a couple of outside shots. Thing that earlier in my career, not really in Memphis, because they also needed me to be really inside. They needed an inside presence, and I was being really productive from the post and stuff. So I've been always in there. But I think there's another weapon that I think I can add to my repertoire, and I think the team can use if he decides to. So I'm really comfortable with it. I shoot usually a very good percentage.
What's the most you've made in a row?
I don't know, probably 15, 20. I could make a few.
Ever since that attempt, what was it, Portland in the 09-10 season, you want to replicate that?
No, that was totally off guard. I mean, if you practice shots, then I think it's a lot easier, more comfortable to apply it and translate it and bring it to the game. We never practiced that play. I never pretty much shot a three during the season, so to win a game or to tie a game, I think it was at that point. It was one of the Phil's magic moments, I guess. But if we do practice them now, and I take consistently a lot of threes at practice and stuff, I think we can get something out of it.
What do you think about magic moments?
Thanks, Pau.
Are you comfortable putting the ball on the floor?
Bright.
If defenses follow you out there, can you put the ball on the floor?
Yeah, I think we can. We can find out. I think I can definitely put the ball on the floor and attack from the 3-point line, and create from there, and create advantages for our team.